Testing, testing, one, two, three. Testing, testing, one, two, three. We'll get the stream started in just a couple minutes or a few seconds. Just up. One, two, three. We'll get the stream started in just a couple minutes. Or well, actually, we'll get the stream started now. Um, Thanks so much for joining me, everyone. I'm Chris Miranda, and I am going to give you a walkthrough of Microsoft's Maquette software. This is the first time I've ever used this in my life. I've had the chance to experience it a couple times at conferences, but I decided not to because I wanted to enjoy this in the right sentence setting. And so if you're a Microsoft engineer, this might be useful to you because I have never tried this before. This is my first time in here. And again, we're just going to try to figure stuff out right now. Okay, so I'm looking at my controllers and it has create new project, back to maquette, recenter, view, position. Interesting. Clear recent projects, swap handedness. How can I swap handedness? That's interesting. Oh, okay. So I have to point at this recent view. Okay. Clear recent projects, swap handedness. Interesting. Okay, cool. Create new project. We're going to try that in a second. One thing that I want to point out just off of this UI, this interface, is that those images that I'm pointing at right there on the panel, they're 3D. They have depth, and I dig that a lot. I like that. I actually like that a lot. I like the fact that there's like it looks like I'm looking. It's not a picture. I'm looking. It's a window into another world, and I dig that a lot. Um, so so yeah, that's really cool. I'm gonna check out Winter Fortress. Let's see what this maquette software can do. So I my from what I understand is that this is a prototyping tool, a virtual reality prototyping tool. This is the first time I booted it up. Um, and it's great to be able to prototype VR inside VR. I don't think it has the animation capabilities. It would be amazing if you could animate objects in here, figure out a way to do that. I'll double check. I'm gonna double check, make sure that you can do that. So right now, I'm in a loading screen. Again, this is live, okay, and I'm this should work right now. My internet is about 60 megabits download, and then 5 or 6 upload. I shouldn't have a problem downloading. There we go. There we go. Just took a second. So I'm looking around at this really cool environment. It has that Google Blocks feel. Sorry, Microsoft. Google's already claimed that this particular feel, but I want to explore. Before I start messing around, and one of the interesting things that I noticed is that I have to look down a lot more so that you see what I see. Because somehow my headset is tilted. Even then, wow, even then. Okay, perfect. Yeah, for it to be perfectly aligned, I have to like. Anyway, let's fly around. Let's see if we can fly around. Um, Pressing this button, and I don't know what that's doing. I don't know what that's doing. Okay, select tool, clone tool, brush tool, eraser, camera, text tool, eyedropper, paint bucket. Okay. Well, let's make myself bigger. There we go. If I make myself bigger, what I was trying to figure out is how do I travel? How do I get around this map? So what I'm holding now is the grip buttons, and I'm just pulling myself towards the part of the castle that I wanted to see. I don't know if there's a better locomotion option. I don't see it. So yeah, and the select tool doesn't seem to
I this is the again my first time ever trying this software, so I have a lot of growing pains. So far, I like what I see. It's cool. Let me make it smaller. I love this. I love the ability to be able to like make things really big. So like, I mean, now it's ginormous. This is a very well. Let's see how big it can get. How big can we go? Can we go any bigger? Okay, the more I do that, the bigger I try to go, the more it looks like it's not getting bigger. It's just getting more cloudy. So let's go back to normal. I don't know if that's a bug or a feature in the software. And now I got these cloud patterns. Okay, that's I'm not gonna give him too much gripe on that. No, okay, there we go. It looks better. So definitely resizing is one of those things where you got to be mindful. Okay, let's make it smaller, super small. Can I make it even smaller? Oh, yeah, this is it. And I grabbed a piece of the castle already. I mean, now it's just ridiculous. I am basically a god here. Look at this. So tiny, microscopic, and I, I'm shifting the world on which it's sitting on top of. Just a click of the grab tool, and getting it smaller, 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 smaller. Wow, how small can it go? Small, small, small. Holy moly! Holy moly! Wow, that's really small. Can you find a thing? Again, I'm just fucking around. I'm having fun here. So let's go back to normal. Let's go back in there. This is one of those things. It's like, yeah, you can only do this in virtual reality. It's remember when I'm gonna sound old. Remember when VHS came out and you can like fast forward and rewind on your movies, and you're like, yeah, this is godly. This is what I feel. This is the equivalent of that. But you know what? That's interesting. I'm noticing a weird effect with the lighting effects. The closer I get, the more it doesn't. It starts getting all wonky. Um, so let's do this instead. Well, it would be interesting to see if I can figure out how way to get back down there without messing up with the lighting. Microsoft, I haven't figured it out. This isn't. I know this isn't rocket science, but it's also a pretty full featured UI here, and I dig that. I dig that. Let's go play with the UI in a second. Let's create a new project. Discard changes. Yeah, what doesn't matter, and let's start from the beginning. Okay, so it looks like we have a new project going on, um, and we're going to mess around with this tool set. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so if I click on this, I can clone here. I have a brush. And what can I do? Can I activate the brush? Yes, I can activate the brush with my left hand. And I can change the color of the brush. Yep, I can definitely change the color of the brush. What else can I do? Oh, and I can also rearrange in sort of this interesting way. Very cool. Um, yeah, of there's a lot of functionality here. There's a lot of there's so much depth here, but again, I don't know. I haven't gotten deep enough to see if you can trigger animations or if you can trigger actions by having a user, sort of like hover in front of a particular shelf rack, and you want a UI, sort of an augmented reality UI to pop up in front of them, like in VR. But and how would you trigger that? If the person is within a certain hitbox and you would trigger it. I don't know if you can do that with Microsoft Maquette. That would make it a killer app, honestly. But so far so good. Let's keep exploring. Paint bucket. What does paint bucket do? Paint bucket. I don't know what paint bucket does. I'm messing around with it, and it looks like Looks like we'll have to skip pink bucket. Eyedropper. What does eyedropper do? Um, Again, not sure. Pressing trigger is doing nothing. I wonder what exactly it is. Text. How do you put text inside? How do I put text? Text. Oh, look at that. Oh, and look. Oh, look at that. Oh, there you go. That's how you put text. Interesting. Look at that. That's cool. And then I'm gonna do my first, not WO, my first hello world in Microsoft Maquette. This is a tradition, from what I hear, to do this hello world thing. Hello, but where's the? I don't. Can I resize it? Well, I just I cloned it. Look at that. That's cool, but not what I wanted to do. Interesting. Um. Yeah, I'm gonna spend. I could spend a while messing around. All right, let me try again. Let's go to text. Start a big old sign. It's gonna say everything we want to say. Hello, space, world. I have to say that typing in VR, typing text in VR, I like how the words, the letters, the words actually adjust to the to the size of the thing. I'm glad I didn't have to worry about that. That's super interesting. What does this do? Underlines, font. Interesting. Hello world. Okay. Underline. Where is the exclamation mark where you need it? When you need it. That's interesting. Yeah, Microsoft. I can't find the exclamation mark. Again, off the top of my head, I've never played this before. It might take me a while to figure it out, but from what I see here, I don't see where the exclamation mark thing would go. Unless I go here. There it is. Just like on a regular keyboard. Okay. Okay, spending way too much time just on words, letters. Okay, let's what does this camera thing do? Camera takes a photo of what I just did. And do I go like this? Yep. Yeah, it's all two-handed. It's two-handed. It's definitely a two-handed sort of thing. Is this a selfie thing? Oh, there. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay. And what does this do? I don't know what show and explore. Okay, I don't want to show and explore. I don't want Internet Explorer to pop up. Please and thank you. Let's go to assets. What is assets? Assets. Interesting. We can drop geometry. Okay, cool. We're gonna change it from pink to purple. I'll do some purple geometry. And I just took a photo for no reason. And let's go to the select tool. There we go. There we go. And then we're back to this. And now let's mess with the colors. That okay, interesting. A little capsule. Interesting. Can I make it bigger? Yes, I can make it bigger. And it's all by holding the grip button. See how the grip buttons are aligning? And now it's a pickle. That's a pickle. That is a pickle. Nothing else but a pickle. And then we're gonna drop the cylinder, and we're gonna adjust it here and here and here. And this could be like an airplane wing somehow, but it doesn't have as much off the top of my head, from where I can see, it doesn't have as much sort of flexibility as Google Blocks in designing and messing around with these um, shapes and objects. Like there's only that one, and you can pull here, here. You can make a lot. I'm not saying you can't do a lot with it, but um, what else can we do? Primitives. So those are primitives. What are these? Ooh, now we're getting into interesting shapes. This is a cube that's it's kind of like I see where they got that rock uh or that for the how do you say? Okay, we can make a big old mountain out of this somewhere. Here, we're gonna make a big old mountain. It's gonna be it's gonna be a different color too. Let's go with like a mountain color. There we go. And then I'm gonna delete this. Yeah, if you know how to use a computer, like you'll find a lot of these icons very familiar. So you won't it's not like it's not like this is a completely different animal. There's so much familiarity here that you can I think get off the ground running, which I that's cool. Microsoft did well on that one. Um, but and there we go. We're gonna set up a big old wall. There we go. And this wall is gonna have other rocks that are gonna be. What am I making now? We're gonna do that, and then we're gonna do this. I think I'm gonna make a fort. Like a pillow fort, like what Becca when you used to make those when you were a kid. Yes, that's what it's gonna be. This is gonna be a little fort, and I'm gonna make my own shelter in virtual reality. See, you start out making cave like shelters because I'm so primitive. Right now I just made a cave. This is my shelter, a cave. But one day I'll be able to make masterpieces like you know, like the Vatican or like the Eiffel Tower or um, stuff like that. Or the Taj Mahal. Yeah, I'll be able to make all sorts of stuff like that. Um, but because this is my first time, just like cavemen in the early days, I got to start with that. I got to start with what I know. I know caves because I'm a virtual reality caveman when it comes to Microsoft Maquette. I'm just talking too much. I'm gonna, and I guess I'm gonna keep going. Let's see what else do we have. I mean, we have so much to experiment. Gizmos. What are gizmos? Gizmos start position. Oh, okay. I don't know what that exactly did. Show viewpoints. Interesting. Uh-huh. Interesting. That's my starting position. Interesting. So I can decide what my starting position would be. Very interesting. Okay. Background. Oh, now it's a little. Oh, look at that. I like this better. Oh, much brighter. Much brighter. Much better. I dig this. Fog. Can we do something with the fog? Let's bring the fog to 100% fog. It's a lot of fog. The sun, we can change the angle of the sun right here by tilting in all sorts of directions. That's cute. Cool. I like that. That's really well thought out. Um, Floor. Yes, floor. No floor. Yes, floor. Nice. Okay. What else do we have? AR labs. AR settings. Uh, Constraint FOB. Nope. I'm gonna pass on that. I don't know what that did. Um, Sec gizmos. Scenes. Oh, you can make scenes? That's kind of cool. That's cool because if you like, let's say you have like you want to show two different types of retail outlets or something, and you have separate scenes, and you can have, whatever a client come in and get different options for what you want to create. Colors. That's cool. It's cool that they are in that the code. That I think it's hex code. I can't remember if it's hex code, but it's these numbers that are like you just put that in on Google and you can like I don't know. It's fun. It's fun. It's just you can use those numbers to like put in whatever color you want on whatever website using CSS. And then let's see, what is this? Home space, help, new project, and then save. Quick save, settings, projects. Okay. Huh. I'm gonna go back to the home space. I'm gonna not discard my changes because this is my very first Microsoft Maquette masterpiece. If you're in art school and you would like to have me teach classes at your art university using Microsoft Maquette, my phone lines are ready and willing. My body is also ready. So hit me up. I will teach classes in virtual reality because you know what? No one's an expert in this yet. This is so new. All of this is so new. This barely just came out on Steam like 2 days ago. So I don't know how many people have gotten the chance to really, really go deep into Microsoft Maquette because no one's using the Windows Store. I mean, it was on the Windows Store for a while. Um, I don't know of anyone actually using the Windows Store. So good on them for bringing this onto Steam, for keeping it free. Because in the end, it's going to make sense for them. You know, of course, you want more and more people using your software. Target Island game. Let's try that one. That seems interesting. So maybe I'll give you a tour, one or two more Microsoft Maquette sort of prototypes, and then we'll call it a day. Yeah, we'll call it a day with my little run through of Microsoft Maquette brush eraser camera text tool. It's nice to see that you can access those tools here and here from one controller. Okay, this is super interesting. If I look around, honestly, it's kind of hard to believe that they built all of this in Microsoft Maquette. I am, if so, if it's true, then that's a big deal. That means that they are really, really taking advantage of the capabilities of the thing. And this is an arrow I just picked up. Can I resize the arrow? No, I cannot resize the arrow. There's a bow over there. I'm gonna pick up the bow. Can I shoot the bow? This is what I was telling you guys about the Microsoft Maquette sort of where the rubber meets the road in terms of it's what it can be, what it can work on is this is just a prototype. It's not, it's not working. I can't get it to work. It's not going to shoot the bow and arrow. It doesn't have any it's not a, you can't program anything into this. Which for some people it's fine. But I think I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are expecting some interactability from VR. Again, if this is a prototype, you might not need to. This might be just enough for someone to say, "All right, this looks compelling. Go make it." And then here's someone who knows how to program, and they'll help you with that. Um, but I don't know. I don't know. This is very, because you can't press any of these buttons. Can I press start? Nope. It's just a, yeah. It's just a mock-up. Which is, I mean, this is cool because I think there's was a, people use wire frames. Yeah, they do wireframing to design websites and stuff. I feel like this is sort of that, but in virtual reality. This is a wireframing tool for virtual reality experiences in VR. And the cool thing about it is that it seems like I can share this file with a bunch of people. So, my client somewhere off in the middle of nowhere could pop off their computer, put on a headset, and they would have a real. I mean, look at this ship. This is cool. And I see that he's that rockets from the template. That rockets from the template. That's super cool that they use. How do you say? I mean, look at that dragon. Someone spent a lot of time trying to figure out how to make that little dragon work with all the shapes. I'm just impressed by whoever their artist is. Um, and whatever game this could be, I want to play it. Just yeah, this is much better than giving someone, a piece of paper with a drawing and saying, "Here, this is what the concept art looks like." No, now you have. I mean, this is, mind you, this would take a lot of time, a lot more than paying, using 2D. But who knows? It might be more effective. Again, all of this is very early, so I'm just trying to figure stuff out as I go along as well. And I'm gonna go over there to that super dope castle. It reminds me of Uncharted 2 Shangri-La. When you go to Shangri-La or Shambhala, that reminds me of Shambhala from Uncharted 2, one of the greatest games of all time. In 2009, I spent so many hours playing Uncharted 2. Holy moly, the multiplayer was so addicting. Holy crap. I remember I was like I was going to college and I was like I can't wait to get back home and just fucking play some Uncharted 2. And this structure that they built in Maquette, whoever did, by the way, shout outs to whoever built this, um, it's killing it. It's giving me that vibe. It's giving me the nostalgia I'm getting, that 2000 from 2009. Has it been 10 years already since Uncharted 2? Wow, I'm getting old. But I have virtual reality now. So the past is the past, and now we're in the future. And I'm thinking I'll show you one more project and we'll call it a day. But Maquette has been fun to look at. I think yeah, and I'm having some issues with my tracking. I shouldn't be having issues with my tracking, but I am. Virtual Shoe Store, OneNote VR concept, House of Joshu, Malaria, an immersive documentary. What? Well, if you want to show me what malaria looks like in VR, I am very interested to find out. So, thanks again for watching. Anybody who's watching in the future, I noticed I don't have anyone watching now, and that's okay. That's totally okay. It's a Friday, and you should be living life. You should be out there exploring the world, making your mark on the universe, not watching some random dude doing a live stream on malaria, an immersive documentary, Bill Melinda Gates Foundation. Well, this is interesting. These are red blood cells, I think, and I'm inside someone's body. And this maquette uses multiple scenes. Click through the icon on the hand, and you have flip through the different scenes. And to see the full story of the prototype, learn with tutorials. Learn more with tutorials. You can learn more about scenes, viewpoints, and other maquette features by clicking on the icon. On the what icon? On clicking the. All right, Microsoft. I don't. That's a bug report. You should fix that. I don't know what icon on the hand UI. Selecting the corresponding tutorials from the list. Okay, well this is cool because there's scene 2. Oh wow, look at that. Infected blood cell. Malaria parasite. Fuck you, malaria. You suck. I think malaria has killed half of all humans that have ever existed in all of time. So it fucking sucks. They're parasites. Yeah, fuck malaria. And then how malaria affects red blood cells. And malaria gametocyte. Interesting. Damn, dude. Damn. I'm learning some shit right now, and I'm digging this. Dude, yes. I'm digging this a lot. Even though there's no animation, I know that was one of my bigger complaints earlier, but just the fact that like, that was, you know, they just made a a red sort of donut and they crunched it in with the and then they cloned it multiple times and then they put in a bunch of little rocks to represent the parasites and then they wrote out, mind you, the typing that might have taken a while to type. But i'm I am very, wow. I was gonna ignore that, but I can't really ignore the fact that there's a giant fucking mosquito. This happens 563 times each second. A mosquito is sucking on someone's blood each second. Is this a mosquito with malaria each second? That's crazy. God, I hate mosquitoes. Mosquitoes, they can go fuck themselves too. Look at this. Uh, Great design. And now I'm messing around with the look at the ground, the skin, what used to be skin. But let's break it down. Let's figure out. Let's see what is under the hood. So there's the this is supposed to represent the skin. I like interesting how they're messing around with the textures. The big bug. This mosquito is one big model, and I wonder, can I do anything with it? I can certainly. Can I do anything? Uh, uh, let's continue. Let's continue. I don't want to get too bogged down on sorry, maquettes with viewpoints. This maquette has viewpoints in it for positioning users. Select the little wrench icon on the hand UI to view viewpoints. Okay. Where's the little wrench? Here's the wrench. Oh, here's the front viewpoint. Okay. Here's the line entrance. Interesting. Here's the VR booth. Huh. Oh, okay. Interesting. So this would be all right. So now they're like, we're going to um nice. I see what they're walking me through. If this were to be some sort of pitch deck for uh educational nonprofit that wants to use VR not only to educate the public but educate the people who might be funding that might be providing the grants for these the funding for these sorts of projects. I think this makes a lot of sense because I'm here, I'm visualizing, and I'm excited that, oh, this could happen. This I see it in front of me. I can see it a lot easier now in my mind if you do it for real. So cool. I think Microsoft Maquette has a lot of potential. I feel like the UI takes a little bit to get used to, but there's a lot here. There's a lot here to untangle, to unwrap, and I just wish I could do some animations and some basic triggers that I don't think this has. It might. You might have to dig deeper than I have, but thus far, this has been a quick walkthrough gameplay. I didn't even know what to call it, walkthrough or gameplay. It's not a game, so I guess it's a walkthrough of the Microsoft Maquette interface. And if you're a Microsoft person, know that I've never touched this before. All of this is, just messing around as I go along. So, this might be useful to your UI team or not. I don't know. If you have any questions about Microsoft Maquette, feel free to shoot them to me over at nrvr01@gmail.com. Follow me on Twitter at nrvr. And yeah, I hope you have a great day. Thanks so much for watching. See you guys.